Well, Duffs, don't really know where to start with that one, really. What are your overall thoughts on that one?
Frustration, really frustrated. I don't think we'll get a better opportunity to get into the first round proper. We'd done the analysis on Alfredson and we knew exactly what they were going to do. Anytime they get the opportunity, they go long, play for second balls, and then once it's in our defensive half, they're looking for the long throws, and we highlighted that. We worked on it Thursday, talked to the players, put them in exactly the positions they need to be in, and then individual errors obviously lead to the goals. And again, there's just not much you can do when people make mistakes. It's you try and get them up and stuff like that, but obviously it's playing on the mind. And then obviously towards the back end of the game, we're not playing the way we was playing in the first half. We're not moving about the pitch. We're not playing with any quality, or we're just we just go individual, unfortunately, and that's something that we need to try and work on, is the mindset of the players, because when they're on it and they play together and they play as one group, they play really well. It's when they have a setback in the game, then that's when they become individual, really, and it's difficult. It is difficult because you try and work with them every day we're in, patterns of play, and areas of the pitch that we want to get into, and areas of the pitch that we can punish opposition. But if people don't listen and take your advice on board and stuff, well, unfortunately, you're not going to get the results that you require.
For the most part, it seemed that we were the better side for major parts of the game. Do you think it was more of a case of we just weren't taking the opportunities and we lacked that sort of end product?
I thought we started the game really well on the front foot, competing, winning second balls, dropping on second balls, playing in their half, and then obviously they've lumped one forward, got in down the right hand side, and the lad just put a bit of a hopeful ball in, back across goal, it's looped in the air. It looked like from where I was, he's put two hands on Mendy and given him a bit of a push, but then he's nodded down and they've scored. First chance they got in our half, really. Obviously that gave us a bit of a setback, but the lads continued to do what we asked of them, because there was a long period of the game left. Continued to do what we were asking them, move the ball about the pitch quickly. Obviously we got the penalty. Alex is usually our designated penalty taker, but he'd spoke to a couple of the lads. Obviously he'd missed the penalty in previous games gone, and he just didn't fancy it today. And obviously Tom Pearce has stepped up and took the penalty, which I don't mind as long as someone's confident. Unfortunately Tom's missed, but again we continue to believe. And then we got that goal, brilliant goal from Dorse, doing what he does, power, energy, shows us quality as well, gets us back in the game. And then from that spell, when Dorse scored, I thought we was in total control of the game. Again, moving the ball about the pitch, had them pinned in, little slide balls in between full-back and centre-back, full-back and centre-back. And then we just lacked that little bit of end product, whether it was the pitch or what, but it's the same for both teams. Goes into half-time, and then we explain to the players about what we need from the game. Minimum, we want to at least a draw out the game, but there's massive opportunities for us to score against these, because they were tiring, and we were the team who was dominant. But unfortunately, when you go out there and you start playing into their hands and start going a little bit more route one and not moving it about the pitch, 1 and 2 touch, and you give them an opportunity to make those tackles on you, it becomes a bit more of a basketball match, and that's what happened. And obviously they scored from a long throw, which we highlighted, and they got the penalty from the long throw, which is again disappointing.
Just touching on the penalty that was given and potentially the one that wasn't in the second half, what were your thoughts on the two incidents? Obviously the handball potentially at the end.
I think if you give one, you've got to give the other. If I'm totally honest, I think obviously the ball's come in. If I was in the home dugout, I'd ask for the penalty. But as someone looking in, I don't really know what you're meant to do with your hands. Obviously the ball's come in, the goalkeeper's flapped at it, it's bounced down, he's a yard away, obviously he's hit the ball and it's his arm. So I don't really know what you're meant to do. Obviously, do you defend with your arms behind your back? But if that's a penalty, then surely then towards the end of the game we've had a shot and it's hit the lad's hand. That should be a penalty also, but that's unfortunately, sometimes you get the decisions and then sometimes you don't.
The games keep coming thick and fast. We've got 2 in the next week again. Just how do we coach that sort of mental side of the game that we seem to be lacking in some regards?
Yeah, it's difficult really. You know, how do you coach the mental side of football? I think football's, you know, probably 90% mental. You know, you need strong characters. You need to believe in what you're doing, and that's what we need. Is when we have difficult periods in games. Unfortunately, we can see goals, and that is really an Achilles heel of ours. And as I said, you know, you need strong characters. You need people to stand up and stick their chest out and demand the ball and do the roles and what they're meant to be doing in the team, whether that's holding the ball up or linking play, or, you know, defending wide areas and stopping crosses, whether that's centre backs being dominant in the air, whether that's your goalkeeper coming out for crosses and being dominant, you know. But as I say, it's difficult to try and coach mentality into players. All you can do is try and speak to them and educate them on what you think they need to do to become an all-round better version of themselves and a better player.
Cheers, Duffy.
Cheers.